It's Scammy Tammy hour. It's Scammy Tammy hour. I guess Heidi didn't get her outing and she didn't get to go get out of that hot truck, did she, Tammy? You just gonna sit there with her in that truck at all times? Poor Heidi, stuck in that truck, day in and day out. Hello, welcome in. No, she didn't get a haircut. Looks like she might have finally combed it. Just a grease bun, yeah. She's wanting to beg so bad. She's waiting on somebody to get in there to put up her Cash App and PayPal. I mean, look at her, guys. She's saving America, sitting in that backseat of that truck. Listen to poor Heidi. That poor dog.
Would you shut up? My God. Shut up. My Lord, do you hear? There's a dog walking down through here. Stop it. Good grief, you're going to hyperventilate.
She is hot. Poor thing. And she's being mean to her for it.
Oh, God, what's with you? All you're going to do is poodle. Stop. Stop it. It's okay.
No, she does not deserve that dog. Sounds like she needs to pour some water on her and cool her off or something.
It's deadly moves.
She's probably holding her mouth shut so she can't breathe.
It's okay. It's okay. Hey, stop. It ain't worth it. God dang. Trying to pet her to keep her from whimpering.
Wow.
There'll be a day, though, that every one of them that came just to aggravate, because some of them I know definitely has, those are going to remember my face one day. When this is all over, yeah.
Oh, she does all of us. Listen how hot Heidi is. And she could care less. I mean, she could be walking her over to a fountain or something.
Yeah, I like good people. I like good people. But I know bitch when I see it. Okay. And I don't like them. I don't like ice cream. I don't give a fuck about ice cream. But I've seen that demonic motherfucker has convinced people that cherries is good for gout. Because I've seen a bunch of men buying cherries. It's like, the cherries don't do shit for gout. He's a lying motherfucker.
86 in Maryland.
Everything he got is from, he just makes shit up as it goes. But I've seen that, and it's like, he came up with that on his own. And I'm like, you're an idiot. You're a fucking full-blown idiot. A full-blown fucking psychopath.
Who is she talking about?
Fucking psychopathic idiot is what he is. Full-blown psychopathic idiot.
I'm worried she's not going to make it through the summer either. I mean, Tammy's keeping her locked up in that hot truck.
I'm going to tell you something. His day's coming. All involved. Unless they want to confess and just quit being stupid. But this law, I mean, God hopefully is the judge of all this. The law, the people have no say. I hope this is all in just God's hand, because people is the problem. People is why this escalated. People not doing their jobs and trying to do sketchy things, and then all of them wanting to throw the other ones under the bus and say, oh, it was just them. No bullshit. No bullshit. No bullshit. No bullshit. No bullshit. No bullshit. And the fact that there's fuckers up there even still working at a police station would blow my fucking mind. You understand that?
They're still working there and doing just fine, Tammy.
Just fucking fed up my eyebrows with the bullshit. But the one thing they fail to realize is God's a lot smarter than these dumb fucks any day. Any day, hands down.
It's Andy.
And things ain't always as they appear. Remember that. At all. At all.
Well, we already know that. You're a devil in human disguise.
God loves me very, very much. Just like he does all of us. But to have so many people say in my face that God doesn't love me, that I'm this and that.
What is going on with her eyes?
Uh-oh, ragged. But if I say, okay, oh, do you support the gay community? No, I do not. Okay, then there's something wrong with me. No, the Bible says that. So there's a difference in, that's not judging, that's stating a fucking fact.
No, that's judging. It's not your place to judge them.
It's judging. They're saying things they don't know, have a clue. They're stating like they're facts about me. And this court system, it blows my mind. No telling what they've done through there, because it's a cluster of fucking fruitcake motherfuckers. Fruitcake motherfuckers. But I'm telling you, no one even needs to go to that area. They shouldn't be able to come out of it, and no one should go in. That area is so fucking bad, and it's not a joke. That's no joke. You go in that area, you should have to stay there. You go into Carthage, Missouri, you stay in that area. Don't come back out of it.
Just because they wouldn't believe your lies.
You're tainted.
And give you the town key.
I won't go back up there, God. I'm good, and it's like, I won't go back up there.
You won't go back up there because they're going to lock your butt up. That's why you're not going to go up there.
And I don't give a fuck what anybody says about anybody. God uses, it's, so I'm not going to stress out about none of it. And I'm damn sure not going to have people say, how bad my family, because, it ain't all said and done, is it? And God says that when you get married, it's for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, for all this. Okay, then all of a sudden he wants you to leave that. So I don't get it. So until then, I'm still
I don't know. I was
going
wondering
to
too.
love and pray for my family. If something, God forbid, happens, I'll move on.
Like you moved on with Dawn when you left your husband?
I'll very easily move on, because God has made me not cold, but just when it comes to emotions with people now. I've been gouged too much, had too much said to me, and it's like, so.
Oh, poor
Tammy. I'm not a bad mom. I never was a bad mom.
Yes, you were.
But
you was a bad mom.
And I'm not going to take this shit to heart no more.
You're still a bad mom. You're a bad grandma.
And always will be. And I don't give a shit if I get mad or not. That's, nobody can say whatever they want. Because I have the right to get fucking mad. It's my actions that matter.
Savage, that was horrible.
All day long. We can get upset. Things are going to upset you. It's your reactions. And I ain't retaliated one motherfucking bit. All I've done is run my mouth and try to get them to listen.
Because you're too big of a chicken.
So then everybody's saying how evil and how stupid, how crazy and all. Like, shut the fuck up.
She's a very bad mom and grandma.
I mean, and then these motherfuckers sit in the White House and talk about all those stupid ass fucking shit that don't make no sense while our country falls apart.
How would you know what they talk about in the White House?
Raping and beating our children.
My children are just fine. My grandbabies are just fine.
They fuck with the wrong lady's children. You don't fuck with my children. They fuck with my children.
Sabrina's in heat. Probably after all that tongue action she just did.
I'd like to see the tape of it because I would absolutely.
Do what? Sit in the backseat of that truck and complain? You would sit in the backseat of that truck and complain, Tammy. She is not going to do nothing. She's never done nothing. And she's never going to do anything.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Stick around. If I vape, you'll see me fucking vaping, won't you? Shut the flying fuck off. And the fuck off.
Aw, happy birthday to your baby.
I said it. And I meant what I said.
Who cares what you said? Oh, Shortisha, you didn't remind me.
Flipping word of it. Yeah, I'm sorry. If I do that, if I make faces and act stupid, she gets mad.
Because she don't like you. You torture her.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That means a lot. But see, best way to put to deal with it is to act. Humor yourself, man. Humor. But there's also, there's got to be an outlet. There's got to be an outlet. When these numbnut motherfuckers make you this man, there's got to be an outlet. And talking to God very much does help because He hears it.
Well, then you better get off here and get to talking.
And unlike these fucking idiots, He cares. He cares. And He can make them care again. You know what I mean? I mean, this is, I should have said that. This is the government causing things and then wanting to arrest people and blame people. No, these people were sick. These people are sick.
You're sick.
They're not themselves. They've got these parasites. They're not, it wasn't okay. But you know what? That may have been, from doing the bad deeds. They may have already been doing the bad deed, already planning it. Because like I said, they knew that motherfucker from the time I was little. Okay? And this grass wasn't around then. So I think maybe they've been scheming and scamming this whole time. And I've been unbeknownst to me. Unbeknownst to me.
100%.
Greed. Greed.
So is that what's wrong with you, Tammy? The
to
greed?
A lot of people. I do vape, and but that's none of her fucking business. I mean,
it's not like she pays for them. Why not vape? All the idiots in her chat pay for them. Sabrina pays for them.
They're going to say whatever.
Hello, Miss Robinson.
But I made a deal with God, so it doesn't matter. And I don't think these people overreact about everything.
You do not make deals with God.
They're petty. These fucking churches are the problem with America. These highfalutin, high and mighty. Oh, just wait. They're going to be shocked shitless. They're going to be shocked shitless.
You are when you're still sitting there 5 years from now.
They're going to be shocked shitless. You know what I mean? And you know what? If that day comes, it'll be my thing. My thing with God. Okay? Because I know most of you motherfuckers said it too. So,
She thinks God's a genie.
I have.
She can just make her wishes.
People spend too much power in a stupid word that has no meaning. Has no fucking meaning. That's the reason why I said it, because no one minds saying, well, goddamn, at all. And that's, something it says not to do. But people freely say that, and it don't bother them a bit. But, you say fuck, and they get all wound up. Well, fuck you. GDers. So, come again, wise men. Wise men of the world. What do you put that in your pipe and smoke in it? Along with that bullshit you've been smoking. Shit. I mean, I've had it. I don't care. This is not the time where, hey, no, I don't owe these fuckers respect. I don't owe them respect right now. I went in there respectfully. I went in these town meetings. I went around to all these offices, very respectful.
2 town meetings,
and they treated me like
a sheriff office, and a courthouse.
And you too.
In Jasper, not D.C., Tammy.
I mean, we come from the woods. It's shut the fuck up. Or fuck you. Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. So, and I've been out in the woods my whole life, so you're not going to bring me out of the woods and then tell me, hey, you got to talk different to that city people. Fuck you.
Most people know when they go into certain businesses, they watch their language.
The country. Sitting there in your fucking offices selling shit you know nothing about. Letting shit go, know nothing about it. Lazy ass motherfuckers. These are the laziest fucking leaders that I've ever have existed. These are the laziest, most stupidest.
The one that's been sitting in the back seat of her truck for 5 years.
I don't give a fuck how I live. I'm living, my truck looks like a rotten heap. I don't care. There's a lot of people that's living like this and can't help it. So I don't care.
You want to call other people lazy.
I don't give a fuck.
And you want to call other people lazy.
You got that right. You got that right. I told this kid, I said, man, I need to clean back this out because I think it's causing mosquitoes. And I said, but I played there last night, and I was like, not tonight. I said, plus I like these old rich motherfuckers stopping by and thinking, oh, my Lord, that truck's an eyesore. Good, I'll get it worse. I'll get it worse before I get it better. I'll be a real eyesore. You guys have been an eyesore to me. Yeah, you have. Trying to be nice. It's impossible.
Trying to be nice?
They make it that way. So, So it's like, fuck you then. I ain't fiddling your, I'm not, no. I don't jump through hoops. I do not. I hula hoop through.
You too lazy to even hula hoop. Tammy, come on, give us a break. You know you're lazy.
You have a great day, too.
You just want to sit in that back seat of that truck and beg.
It's nice and breezy. It's like kind of sprinkling, cloudy, so it's like, oh, thank God. Because yesterday it was excruciating. It was excruciating. And I don't like this dude in this thing. I don't like it.
You don't like anybody.
He puts a bad feeling in my bones.
He must have told you to get away from his vehicle when you went and offered him some.
In my bones. I was, yes.
$20 to take her teeth out. Ask Sabrina about her taking those teeth out.
Oh, wow. I just realized what.
Well,
Oh,
if it's sprinkling, that means Heidi doesn't get out at all then.
well, it is starting to rain. No. Ever heard of Hackett? I lived in Hackett, Mountainburg. There's something there at Mountainburg. Because there's like, if you go there and down by where my grandma lives, you go through town and there's this back road and it takes you over a creek. It's like there was like a village. It's something. You can see the old ruins under the water. I was standing on the bridge, you can see the old ruins under the water. You couldn't.
Yes, Jenny, she
I've been around
is.
there for years. Yeah, they probably had gravel moved. I don't know, something. It was covered up. But it's uncovered now because, I don't know, I guess the years of it flowing around that corner. But there's ruins underneath it of something. And my grandma wouldn't let anybody go down to that creek for some reason.
I don't think so. I mean, I wouldn't think so, because her dad's in his 70s. Her dad and mom both are in their 70s, so I wouldn't think the grandparents are still alive.
She didn't like me, and I didn't like her as a kid.
Because you were a brat. Because you was a brat.
She's the one that made all the Raggedy Ann and Andy dolls. That apparently have a fucking meaning.
They made all the dolls back in the olden days.
I don't know. But see, it used to be a town. Because they had the old buildings all around and stuff, but I don't know what it was, but...
It's called a man-made lake.
Back up there. But that grass was everywhere there, too.
No, her grandma didn't like her. Yes, Bella. She's going to keep poor Heidi trapped in that truck all summer. Been nice if them sirens in the background were coming to get her. Somebody said, is Tammy high again?
No. Never have I never.
Oh, she's living the best life. She don't have to work. She don't have to worry where her next meal's coming from. All she's got to do is sit in that back seat of that truck and go live and scream.
Denmark. I love it when somebody says something like that.
She thinks because they're from other countries watching her, she's famous.
I went to across the street to that other rest area and sit for a minute. Because it was so freaking hot here and where I was parked, I couldn't find a spot. But anyways, my face is so awful. I mean, oh well, I don't give a fuck. But anyways, I pull in and there's this dude working on his van. Oh, it was so hot too. But he pulled his shirt up, wiped his sweat off, but he just looked around like he was so fucking hot, you know. But I walked over and handed him a Coke.
Of course you did.
You know, I mean, it's that simple, you know, just, you know, you see something, you help. You do something, you know, I mean, because kindness is so, it's free.
She told him, hey, when it gets dark, I take my teeth out for $20. If you get my hint. She didn't.
We got an accident here. We got an accident. We got ambulance, fire truck, cop.
Look at her smile over it. Look at her smile over an accident.
Okay, we'll go check it out. Let's go check it out. Fucking 1,000 people, like a bunch of fucking old cows looking over the fence, staring around at it. So there's like a bunch of people. Fucking nobody knows her though, probably. I'm sorry, I have to say, get the fuck out of my face. I don't like a big crowd around me when I fall down. Let me die. Let me die. I just fell, you idiots. You idiots, get away from me. I just fell down. I ain't gonna die from it. It's so embarrassing to fall down. It is. It's embarrassing. The fight of catching yourself falling down is fucking hilarious.
That right there tells you how sick she is.
So fucking sick
When she says, smiles real big and says, there's a wreck over there. Griping about other people standing and looking, and she gonna walk over there.
Man, this wasn't fucking his.
I mean, I don't know about y'all. The first thing I do when I see an accident is pray for the people involved. She smiles at it.
Nobody knows. Let's check it out. Stand there and stare.
And she was just talking about other people doing it. Yeah, we ain't figured out why she got that big tree branch in the back of her truck yet. She's had it back there for a while.
That was it.
She's decorating it.
I hate walking in wet grass with flip-flops. Yeah.
Maybe she's trying to gather up enough branches that she can make her a teepee in the back of her truck.
smell of rain.
Well, at least Heidi's actually getting out of the truck. That's the only good thing of this. Heidi's like, finally some air.
I mean, to me, that is so excess. You know? The gas of sending out that many vehicles for somebody, one lady falling down or something.
But you didn't mind it when you peed in your truck and thought you was having a stroke.
You know what I mean? A fucking fire truck.
You wanted them all there for you.
Okay, the ambulance would have been sufficient. I mean, what the fire truck fucking do? Wasteful. They're just wasteful idiots. If you ask me. Come on.
She's insensitive.
Weird ass motherfuckers. Go back to hell when you crawl out of, lady.
That's what we say about you every day. Go back to hell where you crawled out of. Choke. Please choke. Come on, choke. Choke first, Tammy. Choke.
Shoot the little demonic.
Savage, I'll tell you about it after this live. I'll tell you the story after this live. It's kind of a funny story.
What do you want, a cookie? You born in 89? I was born in 71. My son was born in 89.
Which makes you 53, Tammy. September, you'll be 54. Yeah, out the window it goes. And she's talking about everybody else being lazy and how trashy the world is. Okay, Savage, I'll be glad to tell you about it. It's kind of a funny story. Nobody seen Emma? Where did little Miss Emma go?
Can we talk about butter sausage? What it is, what it does, what it tastes like. Hey. Butter sausage gravy.
Is she gone? Okay. We'll let this finish and then we'll tell Savage about her little things she did last year.
95 and 98. Mine was 89 and 90.
She is disgusting.
91 and 94. Had a miscarriage in 92.
She messed with adults and got a whooping.
Shut the fuck up.
Somebody said, got any crystal to smoke for us? Ooh, somebody put on there, someone saved that dog. She's fucked in her head.
You better stop. I'm about ready to tie your fucking lips shut. I'm not even kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm not joking. I'm serious. It's right. I'm gonna tie your mouth shut. No.
Roll the windows up.
Shit.
Heidi is a dog. She's gonna bark. What do you want her to do? Meow?
Well, there's too many dogs. I'm gonna get off here because there's too many fucking dogs. Forget it.
Okay, Savage. So it's kind of a funny story. She was driving around a lot last summer. And apparently on one of her driving around, she said that all of a sudden everything went white. She couldn't see. She couldn't nothing. She peed herself in her seat. She pulled into someone's driveway, I believe it was, ladies. And she called an ambulance for herself. Told them she thought she was having a stroke or a heart attack. She didn't know what. So they take her to the hospital. And so they take her in the hospital and they're running tests and stuff. Of course, they can't find nothing wrong with her. Well, they wanted her to stay all night. Well, she kind of figured out they wanted to do a mental evaluation on her because she started talking to them about the grass and all this other stuff. Goes outside while they're waiting on the test to come back and begs online. Well, then pretty soon you see her and she's needing to go back to her truck. She goes and gets her truck, comes back to the hospital parking lot because they had already took Heidi because, you know, taking her to the hospital, they took Heidi to a shelter or somewhere. I'm not for sure where. So she's in the parking lot of the hospital sleeping. She goes on live and she's like, "Do you hear those helicopters?" She sticks her head out the window and says, "I see you up there, Joanne, and the FBI. You're listening to all my conversations. That's the FBI and my mother up there. They're trying to taunt me. You're in a hospital parking lot. There's going to be helicopters." It was, but yeah, they never found nothing wrong with her. So when you hear her talk about the hospital that she's griping about, that's what she's griping about because now they're trying to bill her and they keep calling her wanting their money. But yeah, she wanted, when it happened to her, she wanted the fire truck. She wanted the everything there for her because she thought she was dying. It was comical. I mean, we've been through so much with this woman, it's not even funny. But she still to this day believes that was her mother and the FBI and them helicopters. I mean, anybody that stayed in a hospital knows there's going to be helicopters because they're in and out bringing patients. No, she said that, where she says she did die. So she had went to her brother's, I think it was, and stayed. And, you know they got drunk. Because he's just as apparently from her family saying he's just as bad as Tammy is. There's two of them. And that's what we're thinking too. Panic attack from her weed. And it was real hot. But she said that she woke up in her front seat of her truck, slumped over. And I never sleep in the front seat of my truck. You do if you're drunk and you pass out. But that's when she heard the trumpets, and she thinks God brought her back to life then. She thinks she was dead, and the trumpets woke her up and brought her back to life. I mean, you listen to her long enough, you're going to hear all kinds of wild stories. Or a panic attack from meth. Yeah. Because last summer, she used to drive around everywhere. She went from one place to the other. She was constantly on the road. And so, but anyways, I'm telling you, it's comical with her. You never know what you're going to hear. What story she's going to come up with. And the people that believe her are insane. She is better than the Twilight Zone. I mean, it's crazy. And no, Sandy, she did 12 shorts, and every one of them was in the backseat of that truck. So no, Heidi never got to go on her little adventure and get out and run. I'm sure this little trip she did to go snoop on that lady falling was the most Heidi's been out of that truck today. I mean, if Heidi makes it through the summer, I'll be shocked. I will really be shocked. I hate to wish that on any animal, but I'm telling you. I mean, at the first of this video, Heidi was panting so hard. You could tell she was just suffocating. She can't stay on task. Her bipolar and schizophrenia, she's all over the place. But you know, Pete said that they would have good months where they'd put her on medicine and she'd take her medicine. And then when she went off medicine, those kids didn't know what they were going to get. You know, she's been this way her whole life. Yeah, I don't know, Sandy, why she's not going and finding a creek or something. It's like this summer she's doing nothing but just sitting. That's what I said. It's going to be a wild summer if that's all she's going to do is sit in that parking lot. It's just going to be a really wild summer. She's going to be a manic. And I kind of can't wait because that's when she comes up with her wildest stories, her visions, as she tells them. Exactly. Stay tuned. It's still to come. I mean, we've been doing this almost 5 years now, and it gets wilder and wilder every year. You know, if it wouldn't been for Sabrina getting her that heater, she wouldn't have made it through the winter. Because she'd have froze to death. And what's sad is poor Heidi would have froze to death. Yeah, the heat really makes her go crazy. She just flips plumb out. That's when she does her spitting on the phone and slobber will be coming out of her mouth and she tries to eat and scream and cry all in one. And yeah, it gets a little... And it's only going to get worse. Yeah, it's only going to get worse. I mean, but she's so goofy. I mean, Sabrina invited her to come stay with her. Why not take that dog and go stay with somebody and get on your feet? She would rather live in the backseat of that truck and stink. And you tell me what 53, fixing in September, she'll be 54-year-old woman wants to live like that. You know, usually women, when they get in their 50s, they start thinking, okay, I'm getting old. I need to find me a place to be. And not this one. She likes the begging too much. It's in her system. The con artist in her won't let her. Exactly, because Sabrina and her husband has rules. And could you imagine her in your home? I mean, she goes into one of them fit rages. It's going to be a wild ride. Yeah. If you've never done a summer through with her, you better buckle up because it gets wild. We've got one video of her. She was hot. Nobody was giving her Coke money. And she's screaming and bawling, saying how much of a horrible person she is. And she starts slapping herself, beating herself in the face. Of course, you know I'm saying, do it again, do it again, do it again. Yes, buckle up, buttercups, because it's crazy. Yep. And when she starts fiending, oh, be prepared for that. Yeah, it's going to be a wild summer. Because she's worse this summer. She's worse this year than we've ever seen her. It's like every year it gets a little worse, a little worse. Do it again, please. Yep. That's why when she was cussing those Jasper County cops, I kept saying, go ahead, say something else, Tammy, say something else. Because you could tell by the look on that man's face that he was fixing to get her. Bye, Christine. But guys, she goes live, I'll go live. You know the routine. One more gin, Tan Tam. All right, guys, I'm going to get off of here. Just watch for me to go live. I will talk to y'all in a little bit, I'm sure. Bye, everyone.